In this video we're going to take a look at two different things available in Word to change the way you view your document. One is called views and the other one is called zooming. And first we're going to take a look at different views. Go to the View tab, and over here on the left side there is a Views group with 5 options. There's a reading mode. If you click on that, it tries to make your document look like a book. If you had Word on a tablet or something and wanted to use it to read a book, this would probably be a good choice. What it does is it eliminates scrolling. It basically, well, I guess it's doing a little side scrolling there, but you basically see a page at a time or 2 pages at a time, if that's what they're trying to get at here. And we can also go back to our normal document. Now I scrolled forward a little bit, so we're not on the first page anymore. You can also go to print layout. This is the one I think you're going to use like 99% of the time. So this shows you what your document's going to look like when it's printed. You see the piece of paper it's going to be on. You see the margins, and it's exactly the way it's going to look when you print it. If you choose to use Word to create web pages, there is a web page layout that shows you what your document will look like if you put it on a web page. This, you would save the document as an HTML file and publish it to a web server, and this is what it would look like when somebody pulled it up in their web browser. There's also an outline, and you would use this if you're going to divide your document up into chapters or something like that. And you can go up here and decide what levels you want to see. And so it kind of lets you, if you use styles to outline your document, this might be kind of useful, but to tell you the truth, I've never actually used this version. We can close the outline view here and go back to our View tab. Another one is Draft View, and that's pretty much just in there. It's a leftover from earlier versions of Word. When your computers were not powerful enough to do the print layout view, you would end up waiting a little bit on your computer. Computers have been fast enough for quite a while now that we don't need Draft View anymore. And I think the fact that Outline View and Draft View here are smaller buttons indicates that not a whole lot of people use those too. You also have 3 of those buttons down here at the bottom. You can go to Reading Mode down here, and that's always there. Then you can go to Print Layout, and you can go to Web Layout View, and I'm going to go back to Print Layout View. So those are some different views that you can have for your document. And the other one is the Zoom option, and you can click on Zoom here, and you can specify a percent for zooming in or zooming out on your document. But actually, to tell you the truth, I don't think you ever need to use that. You've got a little slider down here, and if you want to zoom in, you can just bounce on the plus sign. If you want to zoom out, you can bounce on the minus sign, and eventually you can zoom out far enough that you can see what your whole document's going to look like. You just can't read any, but you can get kind of a high-level view of your document. Now this doesn't really help very much because I can still only see a few pages, but if you go here and click on multiple pages, and now it changed the zoom factor again, so I'm going to have to make it smaller again, and it's a little slow catching up with me. But if I zoom it all the way down 10%, so if you want to see, this will show you like where you've got like extra page breaks in there. You might have a blank page in there that you didn't intend to have in, or some other formatting mistakes that you could easily see from a high level like this. This is actually kind of useful. But most of the time, you're probably going to be somewhere right here around 100%. If you click on the plus and the minus, they increment and decrement by 10%. If you want to just grab the slider bar and slide it back and forth, you can do that too. But let's go back to 100% here, 110%. Okay, so that's how you do views and zooming in Word 2013.